Good day, learners. Welcome to our day one. Look around you. We see many things in our environment: trees, flowers, leaves, stones, and more. Each of these objects has a special features. Today, we will learn how to describe objects, especially leaves, by telling their shape, color, and texture. Unlocking difficulties. Shape, the form or outline of something. Examples: round, oval, heart shaped. Color, the appearance of something caused by the way it reflects light. Examples: green, yellow, red. Texture, how something feels when touched. Examples: smooth, rough, soft. How to describe object in the environment. We use shape, color, and texture to give a clear picture of an object. Example shapes of the leaves: round, oval, heart shaped, long, and pointed. Example colors of the leaves: light green, dark green, yellow, red, and brown. Example textures of the leaves: smooth, rough, waxy, soft, dry. Leaves come in many shapes, colors, and textures depending on the plant. Example of leaves and their characteristics: guava leaf, shape oval with a pointed tip. Color, dark green on top, lighter underneath. Texture, smooth but slightly leathery. Banana leaf, shape long and wide, with a central vein. Color, bright green when young, dark green when mature. Texture, waxy and smooth. Mango leaf, shape long and narrow with pointed end. Color, green, young leaves may be reddish. Texture, smooth and slightly leathery. Calachuchi leaf, shape narrow and oval. Color, bright green. Texture, smooth. Santan leaf, shape small and oval. Color, light to dark green. Texture, smooth and soft. Let's try this. Write the name of the plant that matches each description. Let's try this. Choose the letter of the correct answer. Which of the following describes a banana leaf? Which leaf is sometimes reddish when young? Which leaf has a waxy and smooth texture? A guava leaf is usually dark green on top and blank underneath. The feel of the leaf when touched is called its. Let's try this. Leaf detective. Students will identify and describe leaves using shape, color, and texture. Materials needed: real leaves collected from the school garden or nearby area. Different types: guava, mango, or banana. Always remember, leaves can be described using shape, color, and texture. Shape tells us if the leaf is oval, narrow, round, or long. Color shows if it is light green, dark green, or even reddish when young. Texture tells how it feels when touched: smooth, rough, or waxy. Day 2 of our lesson. Which one do you think is bigger? Which one do you think is heavier? Sight helps us estimate size and sometimes weight, while touch helps us confirm heaviness. Unlocking difficulties. Size: how big or small an object is. Weight: how heavy or light an object is. Estimate: to make a guess based on what you observed. Observation: using our senses to get information. Heaviness: the measure of weight, how heavy something feels. How can you tell if something is big or small? We use our eyes to see the length, width, or height of an object. Can a small object be heavier than a big object? Why? We use our hands to feel how heavy or light an object is. When can we use our eyes only to guess size? Sometimes we can guess the size or weight without measuring tools. Compare a pillow and a thick book. By sight, the pillow looks bigger. By touch, the book feels heavier. Compare a small bottle of sand and a big empty plastic bottle. By sight, the big bottle is larger in size. By touch, the small sand bottle is heavier. Which is bigger? Which is heavier? Which is lighter? Let's try this. Write true if the statement is correct and false if not. Let's try this. Identify the correct answer. Let's try this. Size and weight hunt. Teacher prepares a table with different objects. Always remember, we can compare objects by looking at them to see their size and touching them to feel their weight. Bigger does not always mean heavier. By using our senses, we can estimate and make good guesses about the size and heaviness of objects even without measuring tools. Day 3 of our lesson. What do you notice about this ball? What color is it? Is it smooth or rough? We can describe objects by talking about their color, shape, and texture so other people can understand what we see or feel. Unlocking difficulties. Color, the visual appearance of an object. Examples: red, blue, green. Shape, the form or outline of an object. Examples: round, square, triangular. Texture, how something feels when you touch it. Smooth, rough, soft. Describe, to tell what something looks or feels like. Observation, using your senses to get information. What are some colors you see around the room? Can you name different shapes you know? How does your chair feel when you touch it? Smooth or rough? When we look at things around us, we notice many details. Three of the easiest ways to describe an object are by color, shape, and texture. Color. This is the first thing we often notice. Some objects have more than one color. Shape. This is the outline or form of something. Shapes can be simple like a circle, square, or triangle, or they can be irregular. Texture. This is how an object feels when we touched it. Some are smooth, others are rough. Some can be soft or hard. Let's try this. Write true if the statement is correct and false if it's not. Let's try this. Identify if the description is about color, shape, or texture. Let's try this. Choose the letter of the correct answer. Which of the following describes texture? What do we call the outline or form of an object? Which of this is an example of color? A basketball has a bumpy surface. This describes its blank. Which of these objects has an oval shape and smooth texture? Always remember, we can describe objects using color, shape, and texture. Color tells us what we see, shape tells us the form, and texture tells us how it feels. Describing objects clearly helps others understand what we are talking about and improves our observation skills. Day 4 of our lesson. Look at this mango. What do you notice about it? Is it yellow or green? Is it round or oval? How does it feel when you touch it? Is it soft or hard? Today, we will learn how to describe objects using color, shape, texture, and hardness. These characteristics help us to tell others about an object clearly. Unlocking difficulties. Color, the visual appearance of an object. Examples: red, blue, or green. Shape, the form or outline of an object. Examples: round, square, or triangular. Texture, how something feels when you touch it. Smooth, rough, soft. Hardness, how solid or firm an object is. Hard like a rock, soft like a pillow. What is your favorite fruit? Can you describe how it looks and feels? How can you tell if something is hard or soft? Which is smoother, glass or sandpaper? Can you name something that is round and red? Color tells us what we see when light reflects on an object. Shape, the form or outline of an object. Examples: round, square, or triangular. Texture, how something feels when you touch it. Examples: smooth, rough, or soft. Hardness, how firm or soft something is. Is it hard rock or soft pillow? Example objects and their characteristics. Coconut. Shape, round. Color, brown. Texture, rough. Hardness, hard. Stuffed toy. Shape, bear-shaped. Color, pink. Texture, smooth. Hardness, soft. Banana. Shape, long and curved. Color, yellow. Texture, smooth. Hardness, soft. Brick. Shape, rectangle. Color, red. Texture, rough. Hardness, hard. Watermelon. Shape, round. Color, green with dark stripes. Texture, smooth. Hardness, hard outside, soft inside. Let's try this. Identify if the description is about color, shape, texture, or hardness. Let's try this. Write true if the statement is correct and false if it is not. Let's try this. Choose the letter of the correct answer. Which describes shape? Which of these is hard? What do we call the appearance of an object that we see? Which of these is soft and smooth? Which describes texture? Always remember, we can describe objects by telling their color, shape, texture, and hardness. Color tells how it looks, shape tells its form, texture tells how it feels, hardness tells if it is firm or soft. By using these details, we can clearly describe and identify the things around us. Thank you for watching. Till our next science lesson. Goodbye.